North Korea, a country situated in East Asia on the northern portion of the Korean Peninsula. Covering approximately 120,540 square kilometers, it occupies nearly 55% of the Korean Peninsula. North Korea is 1.2 times as big as South Korea, and 2.3 times as big as Costa Rica, while Namibia is 6.8 times as big as North Korea, and Madagascar is 4.9 times as big as North Korea. North Korea has borders with South Korea, China and Russia. It shares a 238 kilometers military border with South Korea, popularly known as the Demilitarized Zone. The border with Russia is only 18 kilometers long, while the Chinese border is 1,352 kilometers long. Following World War II, after the surrender of Japan, the Korean Peninsula was split into two zones as Soviet forces occupied the north while the American forces occupied the south. In 1948, the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, a socialist state, supported by the Soviet Union, was established in the north under the communist leadership of Kim Il-sung. And a capitalist state, the Republic of Korea, was established in the south under the leadership of Syngman Rhee. Both governments of the two new Korean states claimed to be the sole legitimate government of all of Korean Peninsula, and neither accepted the border as permanent. North Korea invaded South Korea in 1950, trying to occupy whole of Korean Peninsula, resulting in the Korean War, which resulted in the death of an estimated 2 to 3 million civilians. South Korea, with the help of United States, defended the attack. After the end of Korean War, the demilitarized zone was established and the borders remain the same with few changes. And since then both countries claimed the whole of Korean Peninsula as their territory. North Korea has a total population of approximately 26 million inhabitants. The country is divided into 9 provinces and 2 special administrative regions. The capital and largest city in North Korea is Pyongyang, with a population of more than 3 million inhabitants. Other major cities include Hamhung, Chongjin, Wonsan, Nampo, and Kisung. North Korea is a totalitarian state, with the Kim dynasty as the sole ruling family of the country. North Korea's current chief of state or supreme leader is Kim Jong-un. He was preceded by his father Kim Jong-il, and grandfather Kim Il-sung. The country politics and economy is totally controlled by the supreme leader. The country is isolated from the rest of the world because of the policies of the government, and has some weird laws in place that you may find difficult to believe, but they are true. The government is strict for those who commit crime in North Korea. If one person commits a crime or criticizes the government, his entire family, including the grandparents, parents and children, are sent to prison. Blue jeans are banned in the country, as North Korea sees blue jeans as a symbol of U.S. imperialism. And there are just 4 television channels in the country. All are state-owned, and the government decides what to show to people on these channels. All men and women can choose from one of the 28 government-approved haircuts, 18 for women and 10 for men. All other hairstyles are prohibited, including the leader Kim Jong-un hairstyle. North Korea has a different calendar than the rest of the world, known as the Juche calendar. It begins with April 15, 1912 with the birth date of their first supreme leader Kim Il-sung. So the current year, 2022, is year 111 as per the Juche calendar in North Korea. Pyongyang is the capital and the largest city in the country, and the city is for rich and influential people only. Normal people just can't go and settle down in the city. The government decides who gets to live in Pyongyang. Also, the people of the city are not allowed to leave the capital without permission. Internet is heavily censored. The use of internet is heavily censored in North Korea. Only few high-level officials are allowed to access the global internet, while the local citizens are only allowed to browse 28 websites that are set up by the government. Their intranet, which is called Kwangmyeong, is free to use for those with access to a computer, but accessing a computer in North Korea is much difficult than you think. First, it's too costly that majority of North Korea's population will never able to buy it, and second, you need the government permission to do that.